Hey, what's up everybody? Before we get started with today's video, I just want to say thank you for stopping by and checking this video out. If you do end up enjoying the video, please subscribe and leave a like on the video. That would help me out tremendously. If you're also interested in joining my Twitch community or my Discord, I'll leave links down below where you can check me out on that. So in today's video, as of March 5th, the 11.5 update for Escape from Tarkov has finally been released and introduced into the games. So in this video, I'll just give a basic overview of some of the more important things that I find in this update. So to begin, I am going to be going over some of the optimizations that have been made to the game. These include a bunch of freezes, including fixing the freeze on when you change a magazine. They have also fixed freezes that occur before opening or switching traders. Some other freezes they fix are like the first bullet hit and damage, to where nothing would happen, it would just freeze. They'd also optimize shaders and lighting and physics in the game, so you might see a pretty nice change in that when you play. They've also fixed freezes caused by AI spawning too, so if you've noticed that in labs, whenever AI would spawn, your screen would freeze for a second. I don't think they've completely fixed that. It says right here they've reduced it, but I still experience that in labs personally. So that's it for optimizations. Alright, so next up on our list is AI improvements. So probably the biggest one for me was that they fixed AI behavior on players peeking using Alt Q or Alt E. That's when you would peek behind a door or a corner using Alt Q or Alt E, and that kind of enabled you to be invisible to the scav raiders or just to any scav, and people would abuse this. I was one of those people. I did abuse that. I got many kills using that tactic, but they fixed that now, and I'm kind of happy about that. Some other improved AI interactions have been with doors. If you notice on labs especially, scabs would glitch through the door, and sometimes they would shoot you through the door. So they have improved that. They've balanced the AI difficulty, so on labs you might notice they're a little bit easier, but they're not that much, it's, you can tell the difference, but it's not too bad. They're not as bad as they were. They've added a bunch of new scav taunts, so if you hear something in Russian or English, don't be surprised. That's just a new taunt they've added. They have modified many raider spawns on the lab, so you might experience a bunch of new locations that scavs may spawn, and that could keep you off, get you off guard. Excuse me. I did play a labs raid where a labs raider caught me off guard right when I was extracting, and I ended up losing all the gear. So that's just something you guys will have to look out for. They've also fixed scavs seeing through elevators. I know that's happened to me many times. A raider shoots me through what I suppose was bulletproof glass through an elevator, which it wasn't at that time, but they fixed that. Scavs can no longer, or excuse me, raiders can't shoot through elevators anymore, or the glass. This never really personally happened to me, but I knew it was a common problem. But they have fixed AI falling through the floor when they died, so you shouldn't be experiencing that any longer if you have in the past. They've also fixed various places where AI could get stuck and delay of activity of AI during combat. So if it used to be a scav would just look at you while you shoot at them, but they fixed that delay, so now they should react normally. And that's about it for the AI improvements. So next up on the list, we have some fixes to the game that the dev team has been working on. I'm not going to go through all of them just because it's all minor bugs for like gestures and items and stuff, but I would have to say the biggest one out of these is when you drop an item on the floor, it goes through the floor. And that's been a problem since like day one. So I'm glad to see they finally got that fixed. I even tested it out a little bit. I might do a video over it, but just know they got that fixed, and I'm so happy. Some other minor fixes was ammo unloading from SKS mags. Sometimes I would mess up, but they got that fixed now. They've also fixed some bugs that didn't allow you to use certain voices for USEX and other stuff like that. They also fixed penetration of metal fences and glasses in different locations. Example, the glass elevators at labs. And if you wanna read more of the fixes and stuff, I'll leave a link to the patch notes down below if you guys want to check it out. So to wrap it all up, I'll do added and changed stuff that they added and stuff that they changed into one group, because there's really not that much. I can just cover it all in one topic. So things that they've added was new PMC spawns in the laboratory. They've also added the ability to delete messages in chat. So if for whatever reason you don't want to see a message or you just want to get rid of it, you now have that ability to delete it. You can now examine items using the middle mouse button, so I think that's pretty cool. And they've added a bunch of new loot spawns on all the locations. Now going into changed, some of these don't affect me too much, but I would say the most impactful one is that the rain sound is now quieter. So the rain won't be as obnoxious as it used to be. It'd be much quieter, and you'll probably be able to hear footsteps a little bit easier. Because I know in the past I got onto a map that was raining and I couldn't hear footsteps or my own thinking to save my life, and I've died multiple times. Alright, so that about wraps up the main girth of 11.5. It's usually, it was based more around fixes and changes than actual, added guns and added traders and stuff. I think that should be in the next big update. I think it'd be 12.0, which would be the next big one. We might also see a wipe. So again, I just want to say thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe, please check out my Twitch. Every little bit helps. I love meeting new people. I love growing a community. So with that being said, I hope everybody has a good day. Peace.